we've heard of the fake news element, the pressure across the board. Fact-checking is also something that Google's just announced today, saying for Google Search, Google News, that they're going to be able to hopefully fact-check and ensure that some of the rogue answers don't come up anymore. Are we really going to see a clean-up of some of these darker corners of the web?
Well, we are seeing a lot of movement, and like I said, this movement is evolutionary. It's not going to be revolutionary. But what's interesting is, to your point, Bob, this is a blessing in disguise for digital video advertising, because video advertising has not moved away from TV as quickly as anticipated as compared to some other platforms. And one of the bigger problems was this: brand safety, measurement, classification, things like that. If they come up with a standard solution with machine learning, with Media Rating Council audits, or whatever intermediaries they involve, if there's a standard set, then the code is cracked on video advertising. Once the code is cracked, then you enter hypergrowth longer term. So this is a blessing in disguise if you think about it longer term for digital video in general. But near term, these steps will continue to evolve, I think.
And Carolyn, to your question on the fact-checking, I think it's going to be important. It looks like in the descriptions that I read of what they're doing, it's still possible that somebody could game the system. They could claim to be a fact-checking site, and then whether or not they were really a valid fact-checking site is yet another question. So these things get pushed, further and further out in terms of who you can trust. But fundamentally, I think it's a good step forward to try and see, okay, how can we evolve this? People are no longer simply going to be able to blatantly rely on what it is that they've seen, and there'll be a little more checks and balances in place.